Welcome back to Whatever Garage. In this episode, we're going to take this transmission and put it back in the car. Let's get started. This is what I was talking about right here. I think when we got it out, I had to lift the back end up and push. So we're going to lift the back end up and pull this time. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, now, with it like that, we're gonna put the torque converter in. Are you ready for this? All right. Hopefully, we don't leak everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna leak, because there's a lot in here, okay? Why does it look like this is bigger than... One, two, three. It just went all of them right there. And you can hear her, she's full. And here I'm doing that, probably pumping whatever's in here out. All right. So, good job, Scott. Now let's spin her around. All right, you guys can please get out of the way. Next item up for bids. Next thing to do, excuse me. It's going to be go and get the jack. I didn't think to bring that over. I'm trying to jack this up. It's going to be fun. And I'm being sarcastic, obviously. That thing all the way out. Okay. Now, I'm just surveying everything since it's been a little bit since I've been under here. Been a week or two. Maybe more. I don't remember. This, we got to get this on top of this, but this is going to be front heavy. So we need to come like right about here probably. Just not exactly sure how that's going to work. Maybe tilt it, I guess. I forgot to bring my flashlight. I put it on the charger this morning so we would have it for this. And I forgot to bring it. Figure out the best way to lift this up. With a jack, how about that? And don't let that fall off either. Come on, Scott, you can do it. Well, apparently she's still a little ass end heavy. So I'm in the wrong spot. No! I've had that fall out before and shit goes everywhere. All right, let's don't do that again. All right. Still a little ass end heavy. Well, there's a will, there is a way, gentlemen and ladies. Come. Easy. Easy. Go forward. Don't know what that was. And I need to come over towards me. How do I push it? Can't. Sorry. Hold on a second. I'm trying to balance it here. It's just really hard. She does not want to move. We are in a pickle. My little platform here is not working very well. Do a little Suzanne Somers thigh master thing. She needs to go that way. A little more. A little more. That's chopped off. Too far. All right. I'm gonna get back here and look at it. She's too far back. Oh, she's way far back. Shit. What are we gonna do? Well, it ain't that. Damn it. This is not working very well. Okay. We're a lot closer than we were. I'm sick of shit. I gotta put my body up against this to prevent it from moving. Now, I feel like I'm just as far back as I was before. Shit. Fudge. What am I stuck on? I think I see part of the problem. We're hung up on this header. I just need to get past it. I think. Nope, I'm screwed. It's gonna be slightly hard to see without a flashlight under here, but be able to lift this up and push it forward. I must also apologize about the audio on this. I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know if it was the microphone or if it was the cord that connects to the receiver, but it was only coming in one channel. And when I edited, I have to switch it to surround in order to get it to all channels. And when I did that, there was no volume. So my friend in New Zealand, it's gonna be a little weird at the beginning here. I'm trying to fix it. The stuff I recorded yesterday, the beginning parts I'm just gonna have to redo minus what I did yesterday, and you'll understand that in a little bit. But the rest of it I'm just gonna have to cut out and jump from the beginning to where I'm at now. I'll have to explain it to you in the video the best I can. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. All right, yesterday we were having a little bit of difficulty trying to get that transmission in. Now, would it help to have another person? Yes, it would, but I don't have another person. So I'm trying to see if there's any other reason why it's not connecting. So I came to the other shop. put this transmission back together. I took measurements, same width, no, excuse me, same depth, 5 inches, same width, 12 inches. And I was looking to see how close it sat to the actual bottom part. That's the only thing I have reference to on this one. And everything looks the same. Everything measures the same. So now we're going to go back, pop the hood open, look down and see if there's anything else on the other transmission that's getting in the way. All right, not sure what you can see, but this is the point we got to yesterday. And we could get everything sort of lined up. I know it needs to go up a little more, but this is where I'm having problems. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I can just lower the engine a little bit. Unfortunately, the damn thing's on the other side. That was the only epiphany I had last night. She doesn't seem to be wanting to move. She's got some resistance on her. All right, I'm seeing her move, but it's by millimeters. Now, there's only so far I can come down because I don't want the distributor to hit the back of the firewall. Sit back and figure out where I'm at. Refigure out where I'm at, or how about just figure out where I'm at? Oh, that was the other thing. I need to look at flex plate, not flex plate. I'll have to go back and look at the video, but the torque converter looks like it's sticking out a little farther than it was on the other one. Am I right or am I wrong about that? Can you guys see? Let me look from behind. Hold on. My screen's going dark. All right. Let's do a little readjusting here. Okay. Probably can't tell from that. Trying to get everything in here. It's hard to get everything into this. I'm just trying to figure out what in the holy hell I can do to get this to work by myself. And one of the things is the back needs to come up. But there's only so far I can lift that part before I start having an issue. I think the engine still needs to come down, in my opinion. Oh. She's really moving now, isn't she? Okay, okay. Hold that thought. What was I gonna do with this? Go up. She's not moving. All right, why isn't she moving? Oh, she is tilted. Okay, there we go. Made a little improvement there. I got her a little more level. Did it make a difference? Oh, really? Can this turn? Oh my God. What have you done, son? Did I move it or did it shift and now it looks like it's sticking out farther? I feel like that's the right distance there. Okay, let's don't frack with that anymore. Well, that didn't help. Come on, lift. Just lift. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but she went up. So now she needs to go forward. Oh my God. It worked. Hold on to that. How close am I to the dowel? I'm close, but not on it. Okay. If this falls on my head and kills me, this will be documentation. Excuse my elbow for a second. Put my head under here. I need to see where that stupid thing is. You know what would be stupid? Is if this thing did not fit into that flywheel. That would be really stupid. All right, it's not high enough to begin with. So now let's look at it. Okay, she still needs to come up. Like that. Yes. Now she needs to come closer. Okay, that's not helping. Bring it down just a little bit. That's enough. I need to get to the back and push. Okay, that seemed to help. Just one small problem. It's not high enough yet. It's gotta be this that's hitting. Got to be. I don't know what that was, but something just fell. It's an exhaust manifold bolt. It's all right, we're good. All right, we're officially as far up as we'll go. Oh my. Oh my. We just moved. And if you look at that, oh sorry, move the thing that's supposed to move. Those holes almost line up. Okay, this side, remember she's cattywampus a little bit. So there's up and forward. Oh shit. I think we just got on the dowel. I'm gonna go to the back and push. Nothing happened. Okay, now I gotta get the screws. All right, here's your little update. I have 4 bolts in. It's not in there completely yet. It's on the dowel on this side and on that side, barely. I was able to get the bolts in and a couple of threads on. I'm not tightening using the ears. I know better than that. But I had to put another board back here to get the back of the transmission to lift up higher. So now we're balanced, but I still have to get it to slide forward about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm gonna get to the back and try and push it. And hopefully my worst fears aren't there, that it's not gonna fit in this flywheel or flex plate. Can somebody tell me if it went? Well, apparently that's the best I can do from here. And it pretty much looks the exact same. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. I just had to pump it up. The back end, that is. All right. Tighten this one up just a little bit. Is it even on there? It is now. Okay, we're on the dowel. She's not moving. I got to get a ratchet to get that one because this will not reach. And the small 15 millimeter I have will not fit. All right, got it. Next up, torque converter bolts, torque converter turner thing, and Loctite. She's not coming off this time. Trying to get my bearings there. All right, we need to test this because I just looked at the package and it did not say for a turbo 350. So I may have just screwed myself. And hopefully my head doesn't get in your way. Oh, we've got to move it first. Okay, not a problem. I have my magnificent tool here for moving things. Right here. All right, now this is a test fit. It's working. How much space am I supposed to have? Anybody remember? Isn't it like 1/8 of an inch? I can't see with this in my face. Okay, so it will work. Hopefully you can still see. I know the lighting sucks. If I was to put that there, could you still see? Probably. It'd be easier if I put it behind me though, huh? Or like that. Is that better? Yeah, that works so well. How about that? Much better. All right, next thing we're gonna do is Loctite. I'm just gonna show this one, and then I'll do the rest of them all by myself, because one, I'm running out of patience. Two, we're running out of time. I think this video is gonna be long anyway. So just wanna make sure I got it on there. It is on there. Screw it in. Et voila. All right, well, I thought I hit record and I didn't. So we're putting the drive shaft back in. I've already got the straps on. I'm just tightening it up now. So my apologies. All right, that is that. Let me look at this. That looks like it comes out farther. That's the original yoke from the other one. It comes out about 1/4 inch farther than the other one did. I don't know if I like that or not. Do I have a rag under here? I thought I did. Yep. Let's just clean this off. Nice and dry. She may flex a little bit when she's put in the right position. She's turned a little bit right now. Who knows? But while we're here, let's go ahead and hook this up. And by this, I mean the steering, or the speedo. All right, so the speedo is not technically, the speedo is in the position. There she goes. Now she's closing down on it. Hopefully this one had a good O-ring, because I don't want to have to deal with it with a leak later on. All right, that's as tight as I can get it using this. All right, now while we're here, let's look at, and by the gear I mean the gear selector. This one is going to be a cotter pin, it looks like. Yes, I need a big cotter pin, as that looks like what this is going to be held on and not a bolt. This one's different than mine, and hopefully, hold on, let me look at it. I guess so. I'll do the cotter pin thing. I'm not sure if I like that or if I like the bolt idea. Let me see if I can switch sides for you and show you. So here we are, shift lever, or shift mechanism, shift lever. This one's different. My other one's screwed on. This one has a spot for a cotter pin, and I may have gotten one. Nope, I got one. I thought I had one too big, but that's perfect. Nice thick one. And now I can just bend it back and we'll be good. Once I see. The light's in a good position for y'all, but a shitty one for me because it's putting a glare on things. There we go. Ow, finger. And the other one will bend the other way. All right, and hopefully it doesn't get in the way of anything. Now, what we will do while we're under here is wipe all this stuff down really, really well. That way we will know if anything's leaking once we fill it up. Okay, in the back here, I don't know if you can see. Boop. Yeah, did the speedo cable here, put it back in. This is where the, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, I got the torque converter bolted in. Was a little difficult. The bolts didn't all line up perfectly, but I did get them in eventually. Why is that so greasy? I thought I cleaned it. Huh. This is for the torque converter lockup. I don't know if it works yet. I was going to leave it disconnected so I could check it with a light. I may go ahead and just leave it off right now and do that. I'm not going to test it today because, like I said, I don't have this thing filled up yet. We're not starting anything. I still have to put all the headers back on, all the spark plug wires and all that. All right, so, oh, and I attempted to do the damn transmission lines, and I can't get one of the transmission lines in. It's just giving me a fit. So I skipped it and I'm moving on. I just got to make sure I don't forget it before I go back. All right. I'm guessing that's as low as, it looks like this needs to go up. Maybe that'll help push it in once it does go up. Yeah, I think it will. Okay, so what I need to find now, I guess, is something to clean this damn cross member with. Should I put this in first? Oh, I've got this. I've got the, I guess we get to switch back to the other side now. I've got the new, the line for the shift modulator. You know what I'm talking about? The one that works on vacuum. I've got a new line for that one since I broke the old one. Okay, I'm sliding under here. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have any light. Where's my light? Ah, there it is. Okay, I don't have any vacuum hose to connect the new line to, so it'll be here tomorrow. I don't feel like going out and getting it. Going out to getting it. Yes, that's really good proper English. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and put the transmission mount back in. I could not find the one that was the polyurethane. I think okay, good enough. All right, we're jumping around here a little bit. It's a day later. It's freezing cold out. Yes, I'm not wearing the right jacket because my door's open in the shop, so I'm cold right now. I should have done this the last time I had the exhaust in here when I tacked up the holes. I didn't put this on because if you remember correctly, I said, we'll just do it in the other garage when it's on the car. And then while I was under the car yesterday, I got this thinking, yeah, that's a pain in the ass. Dragging this across the grass and the gravel and into the other shop. No, we'll just do it here. All right, so I was gonna weld this on right here. That's right where it goes. And then I started noticing, well, it doesn't line up. It actually has, if you look at it, it's got this here and then it's got this here. well, this just seems to be a bunch of booger welds, and that's what I cut. And this seems to be where it's supposed to actually mate up. But that's the problem. I don't know if it'll fit if I do that. I'm not sure where to make it contact. So I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm just going to cut off the booger welds, and I'm going to mate it up to there. And if it doesn't fit, I will just drill out the holes. How's that sound? What'd you do with the cord? Okay, there's this. Where's the end? All right, now we're getting somewhere. Trying to hurry up and do this because the car is actually pretty darn close to being wanting to start. Okay. We have what I believe to be the original length. Still doesn't pair up great, but that's what welding's for. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to eye it up as best I can to come straight off of that. You know what? That's just more work. Just use my eyeballs. All right, she's straight. She's close. I think it's close enough for government work. Get over here and weld her up. Hopefully she stays straight. Did I even get the line right? Yes, I was on the line. All right, still flexible to the point where if I have to, I can move it a little bit. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Man, let me tell you, I was on Facebook Marketplace this morning, and there is a 1940 Chevy two-door, rusted and in the bushes for $500. If I had a car trailer and I had the space for it, I would go get it today. Not even interested in that type of car, but $500? It looked pretty decent. I mean, for a hot rod, make it into a hot rod, not for a complete restoration. Right, we're back in this garage. Oh, the light on. There we go. I did try to start the car, or not start the car, but get it to turn over. Starter did engage, turned over a little bit because the battery's dead. I've had the charger on for 2 days. I did it yesterday, checked it, it said it was charged, nothing. Did it today, checked it, had a little bit of juice, and then nothing. So ever since we broke down on the side of the road, you know, I had to have my hazard lights on and the car was off. It drained the battery. Ever since then, that battery won't take a charge. So I think that battery's done for, and it's only 2 years old. So we'll swap it out. It's under warranty, but just saying. Now, the reason I wanted to see if the starter worked was so I could put the inspection plate on. I think I found some bolts that'll fit in this transmission. If you remember the other one, it was stripped out and I had bolts that just went through and nutted on. These I think are made for this one. We'll find out. If not, I will get some. I don't want to strip these out. And then the other thing is, yesterday I was trying to put the header on and I lost a bolt. And by lost, I mean it fell. And ever since then, I can't find it. So I am missing one bolt. So I got to dig around in here and figure out where it is, because it did not fall straight down. And it's not sitting up here with my other bolts. No, it fell. So let me go. Since I had a flashlight today, I found it. Took me all 10 seconds. All right, can you see? I'm gonna have to zoom in big time on it, but hopefully you can see it. It is right there. Now let me get it. I got some screws, or bolts. They're 1/4 20. I couldn't figure out what thread pattern these were, because the ones I kept trying to put in there were wrong. 1/4 20 by 1/2 inch. That's what it says that this takes. So, well, I can't find that hole. Let's do this one. This one's within your... All right, attempting to find the holes, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Right, wrong, or indifferent? Well, I know it's wrong, but we're going to do it. All right, this one's going to need a washer because this hole has been ripped open wide. Because you know what comes after this, right? The exhaust. And then we fill up the transmission and then we take a test ride. Okay. Gotcha. All right, I hope you're gonna be able to see what I'm doing. I've got the header started, pointing up here, so now I just have to pull it the rest of the way without breaking off my spark plugs. I can't exactly remember how I did it before. But it sure as shit seemed easier. Just get me past that spark plug. There we go. All right. Just had to get past the spark plug. Okay. At least that's what I'm gonna say. See, that was easy. All right. All right, one of the things I almost forgot was this for the shift modulator, the vacuum line. I want to cut this off right about here because there's my hose already. So I did find my pipe cutter. I'm hoping, oh, that was off. Hoping I'll have enough room for it to spin around. It may not. We'll just have to try and see, I guess. Once I can figure out where it goes. I'm not quite making it all the way around. That's all right, we'll fix it. You know what to do, right? Broke through. One little sliver. Not too shabby. Now, this is my new brake tool, or brake flaring tool. Never used it, have no clue how to. Came with no instructions, so not sure. Okay, oh, it's showing the tube goes in this way. This is only for 3/16. This will not work. What in the hell? So much for that purchase. All right, on to step 2. I guess we do 2 hoses. One that way and one this way. It doesn't move. There we go. All right. I'm done under here except for transmission fluid. All right, not exactly sure if this is gonna work, so let's film it and see if I screw up. Let's get this out of the way first. I've got to get this to O'Reilly's. Oh, what a mess. Oops, sorry. About to crack up. bro. I'm stuck. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Well, shit. It is slightly wider than the back wheels. All right. Now, if you look at it, this side is actually even with the inside of this wheel, and that side is on the outside. How are we going to do this? Well, it needs to go under one of those wheels. And the only way for that to do that is to move that jack stand. And if you haven't noticed, that jack stand is not touching anything. During the time we've been working, the car has shifted like that. Not that dramatic, but it looks like 3 inches. So that's not doing a damn thing over there. So let's move it, pull this through, and we'll be done. All right, let's get this ramp out of the way. Et voila. Ow. Fingers. Ladies and gentlemen, we're there. Okay, I made a mistake. Hold on. I made a mistake. Can anybody guess what it is? Why, yes. This brace is supposed to go in here. No. Up here. It's supposed to go up here. So I made a little mistake. So now we got to correct it. I need to undo this. I'm going to lift the motor up a little bit. And hopefully I can just slide this over and back in. That's the plan. A little too hard to film while I'm doing this. There's not enough room under here. I got a jack under the exhaust. And I got a jack under the motor to lift it up a little bit. And me under here. So there's no room. I'll bring you right back. Okay. I got the bracket put in. Now I've got to get these hooked up. And if you remember, we did bend this one. So I've got to bend her back into place to get it to fit. But I don't foresee it being a problem. I'll just go caveman on it. But in the meantime, I'm going to do this and I'll bring y'all back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time. I got frustrated because it was taking so long and I didn't film anything, but I got everything underneath done. Exhaust attached to headers. That required 3 ratchet straps to get that done because it was bent and down. It's done. They're tight. Then we had to do the hangers in the middle. That took a while. And then we did the rear end, which was easy. And I put 4 quarts, maybe 5, I can't remember. But it's all the way up on the dipstick, so we need to start her now to get her flowing. And then we'll see how much we got in there. And so far, no leaks. So let's get her on the floor and get her ready. Ta-da! Let's find out if she finally charged up last night. The lights seem bright inside. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Ooh, she sounds weird. Remember, it's been 3 months. You know what? I don't have the battery plugged in. I don't think. Nope. I'm a doofus. I'm a doofus. She didn't have the power plugged in. Sorry, guys. That's why she sounded different. She should have plenty of fuel now. Oh, yeah. That's supposed to be reverse. Oh, nothing's happening. Okay, she needs more ATF, and my brake is not adjusted right. All right, there's nothing on the dipstick now. Should have known. I have a shit ton of ATF over here that my wife got in an auction, all brand new, which is good because it says 10 to 14 dry, 4 to 6 just emptying the pan. So I'm gonna guess we're gonna be around the 8 to 9 area because I'd already filled up the torque converter. And this is gonna be 5. I'll leave in here. I'll take the whole bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7. And we'll check it. She doesn't like grade 4 forward. See, it's showing full. Reverse, it just went in. To show you. Is that neutral or is that drive? That's neutral. That's drive. All right, let's let her warm up. That would still be low, about a quart, or more than a quart. Oh, almost there. Oh no, that's right on the full mark. Damn, that's burning my nostrils. Eight bottles of ATF. Okay, lunch. All right, here we go. Test drive. Oh, here, slide that one on. Little side out. Okay. Okay. The wife has not ridden with me since she broke the car last time. She's the one who forced me to try to go fast and it broke. So we're going to test it again today and I'm not going to listen to her.
Yes, you will.
Come on.
Why do people drive in the middle of the road?
I don't know. I was wondering that yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before? One of the two. Oh, too bad Rick's not out. Which way you want to go?
I don't care.
Let's go left.
Let's go left, yeah.
Stay out of all the... Great. Can't roll the windows up because I smell somebody's cigarettes.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I'm sorry. I think it's better that at least it doesn't smell like weed.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they're both just as bad as each other, but...
Well, that didn't work. looking.
Mm-hmm.
You're driving an old Jeep too. That's a nice Jeep. I like those old ones.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's gonna do it. We got her back running. It only took us 2.5 months. Hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll be working on some fine tuning things and some other stuff on the other Corvette. So I look forward to seeing y'all. Whatever Garage, out.